In 1978, a forestry student in Tasmania noticed something really interesting. Bill Mollison watched how the forest naturally took care of itself. No weeding, no watering, no fertilizing, yet it thrived year after year, feeding countless creatures and building richer soil. Meanwhile, his neighbor spent hours on the weekends adding chemicals, working the soil, and watching it turn to dust. Watching that process sparked a movement that would change millions of gardens worldwide. Today, I'm going to talk to you about permaculture and how it may change the way you plan your next garden. Hi, Carol from Almost 2 Acres. If you've ever heard the word permaculture thrown around and wondered what all the fuss was about, or if it's some hippie buzzword, stick with me. Soon you'll understand how this approach can help you grow more food with less work.
What does the word permaculture actually mean? Permaculture is short for permanent agriculture or permanent culture, but it's way more than just another gardening method. Think of it as designing your garden or your whole property to work with nature instead of against it. The goal? Create a system that's sustainable, regenerative, and honestly, a lot less exhausting than traditional gardening. Permaculture is built on 3 simple principles. Earth care, work with nature, build healthy soil, support biodiversity. Instead of fighting insects, we create habitats that bring in beneficial predators. Instead of constantly buying fertilizer, we build soil that feeds itself. People care, create gardens that provide for human needs without exploitation. This means growing nutrient-dense food, creating beautiful spaces, and sharing abundance with our communities. Fair share. Take only what you need and return the surplus. Compost goes back to the soil. Extra harvest goes to neighbors or food banks. Seeds get saved and shared. Here's where it gets practical. In a permaculture garden, you're thinking about relationships. Let me give you an example for your garden. Plant sunflowers near your cucumbers. Why? The sunflowers provide afternoon shade during the hottest part of the summer. Their tall stems give the cucumbers something to climb. And when those sunflowers go to seed, they feed our chickens or birds all winter. One plant, multiple functions. That's permaculture thinking. Or take my compost system. Kitchen scraps feed my worms. The worms create castings for my seedlings. The excess liquid feeds my tomatoes. The whole system cycles nutrients without me hauling bags from the store. Permaculture gardeners talk a lot about zones. Basically, putting the things you use most closest to your house. Your herbs and salad greens right outside the kitchen door. Your pumpkin patch that you only visit at harvest time, that can go at the back of the property. But here's the secret ingredient, observation. Before making big changes, permaculture asks you to watch your space through the seasons. Where does water naturally flow? Which spots get morning versus afternoon sun? Where do the pollinators hang out? Before we move on to common permaculture techniques, please give this video a like and hit the subscribe button to get it to others who may want to know about permaculture also. You've probably seen permaculture in action without realizing it. Horticulture, those raised beds built with logs and branches that hold moisture like a sponge. Companion planting, the classic 3 sisters, corn, beans, and squash growing together. Sheet mulching, layering cardboard and organic matter to build new garden beds without tilling. Swales, shallow trenches that capture rainwater instead of letting it run off. Food forests, layering fruit trees, berry bushes, and perennial vegetables to mimic a woodland edge. Let's clear up some misconceptions. This is what permaculture isn't. Just letting your yard go wild. That's neglect, not permaculture. Anti-technology or anti-modern. It's about choosing appropriate solutions. Only for big properties. Some of the best permaculture happens in tiny urban yards. A rigid set of rules. It's adaptable principles, not dogma. The best thing about permaculture? You don't have to transform your whole garden overnight. Start small. Maybe you add 1 perennial vegetable this year, or you create a simple rain catchment system, or you observe where water pools after a storm and plant something there that thrives in moisture.
So what about permaculture resonated most with you? Leave me a comment. So until next time, let's start planning that new permaculture garden bed, and then let's get growing it.